You're doing well.
Yeah, I was just shitting.
Powerful. And honest. We appreciate it.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Wing. Hey!
Oh, thank you, as always, for saving me.
High five.
My good friend. I knew I could count on you.
Always, baby. 8 times out of 10, it's me doing the recap. We love it. But
Alrighty.
In a deliciously short explanation, after retrieving artists and being able to get safe to, better locations, we were able to make our way towards Port 90, especially safely due to Silani's wonderful magics. Thank you. Good. After arriving here, some people went to check on others, found out that some are still traveling, others are going about their business. Grimka and Lady Helena had decidedly gone off to other better expeditions that don't include Finger of Death or Power Word Kill. Understandable. Nobody needs that many liches in their life. Too many liches.
An overabundance of liches.
To which at that point we decided to sit down, take a breath, have our feet up as Artist balled out with his absolute fucking mega gear. And, we got some pieces of information here and there of that Masika, if I recall correctly, because I almost forgot her name for a moment there, is missing, hasn't reported in, and company are still missing, so we would have to go and handle that. In the midst of this, while Velthic and Artis was doing it, and he regrew his hand at the time being, the rest of the party has a nice hurrah, went to the arena, and had a wonderful combat. Very, very frightening close calls for some, and powerful dominance assertion for others as they decimated the fuck out of Schultz's mightiest dinosaurs. But with that, we were able to get a absolutely wonderful bounty prize, especially since it was the prize fight. To which at that situation, they were able to gather back up. People had finished doing what they were doing, spending some time, getting some rest and relaxation going on.
What did we get as a prize for that fight?
Good question.
I don't recall a specific item.
I believe you got an amount of money.
Was there
honor and glory?
No, I'm still showing the same amount of money in my character sheet.
And I don't see anything posted. It kind of ended right off of the prize fight, because we were going to meet up back later because there would be information to share. Could also double check the end of the VOD because that would be around the point. Obviously, for checking if there was anything.
I genuinely don't remember what I said. If somebody wants to check and see, you're welcome to. If not, you've got enough money to... I have the note said that you guys went out on a bender and resolve starting today by rolling on the carousing table. So maybe perhaps your riches went into that.
I don't recall any... I don't recall the bender. What I recall towards the end was we finished the fight, and then it went into kind of the epilogue for Helena and Grimka.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah, because we didn't get the chance about it. Thank you, dropped off.
All right. An amount of money for winning the prize fight. You were not on duration. You guys have many things that you would like to do. I'm not sure. 600 gold pieces. You're already preparing to head out. 600 golden dinos.
Each or total?
some of you, you already know.
Okay. Well, I'll add 200
Really,
to my sheet
or
then,
fight as
because
much. That's a problem.
Grimka and
It
Helena
looks like
deserved a cut.
like a
So,
Even if I added one person,
stick 'em with it. And
more than fair.
Did Grimka almost died?
Yeah, we didn't end up.
that she
We
did.
ended off with a goodbye to Lady Helena and Grimka after the arena fight. And there was no cash mentioned,
Okay. Well, then take that cash.
which would be to Rylus anyway, because I wasn't part of that. I was out enjoying myself and getting a nice fucking hot spring massage.
Yeah. Then we'll pick up the evening after you guys have broken apart from Helena and Grimka. If not out on a tear on the town, what will it be for each of you?
I think
Uh,
they-
I'd
Go
be
ahead.
a bit recovering since I got down to 52 health. So I'd just be taking it easy.
I think we should liquidate anything we have in the bag of holding. So I think I will try to do that.
Okay. Yeah, most things that almost anything that has a gold value, will move here. Chult is renowned for its, both the trade of like handmade objects, but also recovered artifacts, which is essentially what you guys are weighed down with, just loot from the jungle.
If you don't mind, I'll just on my own just convert anything that we have noted with a gold price. Just convert that to gold to make things easier. Could I try to find someone who would buy a staff of the woodlands?
I would say that after a brief conversation poking around, you would know that uh, magical items are the domain of one of the merchant princes. And while there are vendors that sell for the merchant prince, they do not do so with impunity. They have to like work under the direct supervision of the merchant prince Ikin Afa. Oh my goodness.
Don't worry about that.
I'm very worried about that.
Don't worry, I can't do anything with that spell anyway.
You also know that Wakanga Otamu does, who you've done business with, does also sell magical items. That's more on the line of potions or spell scrolls rather than practical weapons or magical staves. If you were going to try and move something that large, you would have to talk to one of the two of them to at least get anything approaching what you would hope for a reasonable price for quite a rare and powerful magical item.
Okay. Which one doesn't Velvic know one of them personally?
Velthic does know Wakanga personally. He also would know Silvira, who is literally a magical trader, former adventurer turned magical item trader, but she's mostly retired since her bout with the Death Plague. Either one of them would be good people to talk to about that.
Alright. Velvic, after you're done with your thing, would you like to make an introduction? I'm assuming they'll be more amicable to a friendly face.
Well, I could go and introduce you first before I go. At least have a small day before we get back in the jungle.
By all means. Well, besides the staff of the woodlands, after liquidating everything else, we have 742 gold and 800 silver.
All right.
Does that include the payment that Artis owed you all?
I do not know. This was literally just liquidating the actual items that were in the bag of holding.
Okay.
So it sounds like a no on that one.
All right.
Because I don't have any extra gold on my person that I don't believe Artis paid us.
Yes.
Oh.
He Artis will pay the money that Masika promised you all, which comes to a total of 2,500 GPs.
That can just go in the group. I mean, if we want to divvy it up. Although that would have been paid out to Grimka and Helena before, right?
Yes. So divide
they
that 5
get a
ways.
cut.
500. So
that's
then 1,500 would go to
1,500.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just have a rate
unle-
marked on the 500. I think it'll be easier that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
I'll
I do
see
want
what
to get reagents and stuff.
Wakanga has for sale.
Sure. If you guys take some
We
time
gotta
in the
talk to him.
evening while you're divvying up your money, it's easy enough to get in with both Velthek's relationship with him and you having won the prize fight tonight. He would like to meet and shake your hand and invites you to once again enjoy the steam room of his estate as you sit down for a meeting. I'll say mid-evening. You
Dick
guys
out.
towel up. Okay, no towel for you.
Yeah, fuck it.
All
Why
right.
not? I'll join you.
All right.
We've been
it's,
fighting alongside for a long time. This isn't a worry.
Yeah, it's quite steamy as he'll lay out that he has magical ammunition, shields, or weapons that he can get made with his standing deal with Akin Afa, or he could source magical potions or spell scrolls for you himself. Unless there's something specific.
If you can source spell scrolls, I was actually in the market for a scroll of sending. If you happen to have that on hand.
Oh, useful tool. In this case, and he'll pull out a a small sending stone, from the bag that he brought in with him. I prefer a more reliable as a non-magic user. But I could certainly source something high-level magic like that. It could be far pricier than you would expect on the mainland.
Do you have
700.
any magical throwing weapons in your or I really like my hammers and I'll pull them out. Or unclip. Well, I guess if I'm naked I wouldn't. They're outside there. But sometimes an enemy is just too fucking far and having something I could throw and hit them more easily with would be great. Like I hear tale of a javelin of lightning, or just like some +1 hand axes or javelins.
+1 hand axe should be within my purview, unless you'd like a Yaikalwa.
A what?
A Yaikalwa.
That's
He'll
something look
gesture
like.
to, there's a display on the wall, which is a weapon of Chultan warriors. It's a 3-foot wooden shaft with a steel or stone blade up to 18 inches long affixed on it. Essentially, it's like a longer handled, shorter bladed sword. But it can also be used as a thrown weapon like a spear. Has a throwing range of 10-30.
I mean that doesn't if the non no offense to the weapon, that throwing range kind of sucks.
It's not well balanced for throwing, but it is possible to throw it if needed. Essentially, it's like
Right.
a weapon for self-defense and hunting.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather do a javelin or a hand axe. But we're on a tight timeline because Artis is leaving in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Archer said he would like to leave in the morning.
Yeah, and he seems pretty hell bent on leaving in the morning. So, um,
I
do you
can
have any in
find
stock or?
I can find 2 hand axes by dawn tomorrow, and I'll see what I can do about the sending scroll. I don't have one, but I could maybe get one.
Would
And
you?
then the other thing, some greater healing potions and maybe a potion of hill giant strength.
You, you try me. I will see what I can do.
I mean, how much is what's our tab running up to here?
So, 1 plus 1 hand axe. They don't have javelins. Would be 500 GP. So 2 would be 1,000.
Okay.
He has both common and uncommon potions. So 2 of the 2 uncommon potions would be 600 GP total. And the spell scroll of sending is, he said, 700 GP.
Since we're buying in bulk, do we get like a discount or anything?
In cases like this, the bulk works against you. I can only provide so much at a time. We are not a wholesale.
Okay, so I'm
Of-
looking at $1,600 for my shit.
For your 2 thing, yes, and if you want, and he does not have any way to get a hill giant strength potion at the moment.
Well, fuck. Okay. So that'd be 2 greater healing potions and the 2 hand axes.
Yes, it's
Done.
quite
I
pricey.
hand.
Okay.
All right.
Solani.
Yes. Before you do the work for the scroll, how much roughly do you think the scroll might cost? I know you said it would be higher than average, but if you had to guess.
I charge 100 for a level 1 and 550 for a level 2. For friends of Velthek, I'll cut it down to 700, which is exactly as much as I would be willing to pay for one.
For a third level spell.
Hmm. He kind of makes a gesture out the window. If you see a wizard college there, do tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never know. They're not always so garish and upfront. Some wizard colleges can be quite well hidden, but I think to save you the trouble, I think I will pass at that price. Thank you though for the knowledge.
My understanding is that some clerics offer this service. Perhaps the Temple of Future Sight could aid you in sending your words farther than we're able.
I'm sure they could, but for the matter that this was more of a personal matter for myself. So when I have the means to learn the spell, I will do that myself.
I'll keep my
Um,
eyes peeled for it.
well, yeah, like I said, don't feel free not to go through too much trouble. While I appreciate you need to make a profit, 700 for that is a bit much for me. But that being said, I know this isn't your normal purview, but we also have a magical item that I was wondering if you might know someone who would be interested in purchasing. It's all hold up the staff.
His eyebrows go up before he's able to control his expression in a more businessman-like fashion.
I feel like
Uh,
the music should be like more spa-like sound since we're
oh,
inside his
true.
house.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Let me get some.
Sorry.
No, yeah. Wow. Yeah. There you go. That's like a fancy spa bath.
Oh, lovely.
Uh,
Oh, and were there any
train.
mercenaries looking for work or whatever? Because we kind of lost some of our companions, so they decided dying a couple times was enough for them.
But there's always the guides. If you are looking for muscle, not that any of them I think could keep up with all of you.
Yeah,
Not to dismay them, but yes, I would agree.
that
with
Azaka person who traveled with us for a little bit, she was quite the shit kicker there.
Yes, unfortunately, she kind of got the same experience with Lady Helena as well as Solani did.
Y'all fucking
Yes.
nice. Punching above your weight there, Velthek.
Oh, thanks for that. What? You don't think
Wow.
All right, cool.
All right, you do get this, because I'm sure the good Lord here did not sit here in here to hear
So,
about our
Rylas,
private
what have you been
lives. I'm
pulling
sure-
lately?
What? I meant it as a compliment.
So about that staff, if you happen to know anyone who would want to buy it, we would be much obliged.
A few names come to mind, but if you're looking to move it now, I could look to take it off your hands. How much are you hoping to see out of it?
Let's see. A staff of the woodlands. It's a very
A very, very
Powerful
good
item.
magical item. Yeah.
Coveted, some would say.
I don't even know what this thing does.
It's very
It's
good.
like
it's
the-
a rare item.
Yeah,
a
it's the
plus two.
ultimate
Two attack bonus?
Yeah,
I
it's-
can wield
it's-
that thing
and just-
one-handed.
into spell save DC. Yeah,
It's stupidly good.
and it's like.
Unfortunately, none of us are druids.
Mm.
And we have
Well,
never-
hey,
Oh.
you can multi-class.
yeah, we have not seen a druid in
Hmm.
That's not true.
What?
You've run into quite a few druids who are
Uh.
mad at you specifically, Velthek, for being
I
the
don't know.
person that
Yeah,
decided
but-
I don't know what
green.
you mean. We haven't run
Oh,
into any druid.
oh, we haven't run into any druid. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
That feels like an age ago.
And that was
feels like
before
so long
even
ago.
you guys ran into the Emerald Enclave on your way out, like with Rook, like back when, like, fucking, you know.
Well,
Back in the first iteration.
we ran into that
Yeah.
one druid who was by himself and was basically like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then that one druid who was mad at Velthik with this party because his very presence was corrupting the land.
Mhm.
We don't do well with druids, it turns out.
No.
No.
Adventuring parties are usually disruptive to the natural order.
It doesn't help when they're carrying a god factory.
Can I convene with my buddies before quoting a price?
Sure. You guys all huddle naked
Right.
together.
Checks out.
Solani is wearing a towel,
Okay.
to be fair.
To be fair.
I'm thinking it. To be fair,
Hoopa.
it is a rare magical staff of great power. I'm thinking 2,500 gold, maybe. You think that's underselling it? Overselling it?
Well, he just got 1,600 from me, so he has cash on hand.
That was for what?
Nice.
That was for 2 hand axes, plus 1 hand axes, and 2 common potions.
So you probably want to highball the 3,000?
I was thinking 3,000. I wasn't sure if that would be
No.
too highballing, but 3,000 I think was my original. So 3,000.
Same business ethics. Go high and then get them to the middle.
Right. Alright, little break from the huddle. As I mentioned, it is quite the rare magical staff. For such a magical item, we think it would be quite fair to quote, say, 3,000 gold?
His eyebrows go up, and he holds it a hand. Deal.
Oh, fuck, we could have gotten. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. You know what? That's an even 1,000 for each of us.
Mm-hmm.
I will shake his hand, and we'll get a sweet. On short notice, you know what? I'll take 1,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure doing business. Dude's gonna
Yes,
sell
indeed.
it for like 7,000. He's gonna sell it for like 7,000 gold.
Probably like 10 more.
Mm.
Higher.
I mean,
There you go.
it's good, but it's still like a rare, like only a rare item. That's like middle of the road in rarity.
Yes, but the +2 value on top of it being a rare and it being a
I
class
know.
specific pushes it. The generator that I'm looking at here prices the Staff of the Woodlands at 40,000.
What
That's
fucking ludicrous shit is
too
that?
much. That's too much.
It puts
What
it
druid
because it's
is gonna
+2. Yeah.
what druid is gonna have 40,000 gold? The most of the woods, they just have a stockpile of 40,000 gold
His
on
name is Aiden Ka. He was
But see, the problem is that staff's gonna disappear even if you're looking at Iden.
mm-hmm.
40,000 is like almost a mansion. That's like almost a castle.
Mm-hmm. It is a staff that could literally change an entire forest given being in the hands of a druid. It changes. I mean, you basically don't need your own magic. You can cast almost exclusively from the thing. It's one of the best items for druids. Anyway, he will take it, and you guys each mark down
Why
1,000
didn't Cyrus get one, Nate?
because they're crazy powerful. And you also have an item that's very similar.
Mm-mm.
You have the one that
Lies.
gives you a bunch of cool spells without giving you a +2 to every spell save DC and attack forever.
It's a
Terrifying.
generic ring that can be used by any magical wielder.
Terrifying.
Alright, so 1,000 gold for each
That's
of us
it. He's
then.
not a cleric. He's not a fucking druid anymore.
Well,
Anyway. Well, he hasn't been a druid for some time, I should have said.
Yeah, so
Or I'm
true.
thinking of
You don't
cleric.
know that, Mike.
I don't know what I'm talking about. No, I'm dumb.
You-
I was
you
saying
mean
I was
sorcerer?
thinking about his switch from cleric to druid. I had it backwards in my head. I'm just chatting shit. Sorry.
He went sorcerer druid.
That's what it was.
Yeah, but he was a sorcerer of the cleric sorcerer, the one that has access to the cleric spell list.
Divine. Yes.
Yeah, divine soul. There we go.
Okay. The Staff of the Woodlands is handed to someone wearing silk gloves and whisked out of the moisture of the spa room so that its wood isn't damaged any further.
Yes, it's so damaged.
This pristine staff that you guys found.
it's a magic item. It can handle a little steam.
I mean, it was sitting with a necrotic spiritual god for a while.
Did we want to sell the sling bullets since he sells ammunition and we can't
Yeah, we
really?
Might as well.
Yeah, we could.
None of us use a sling, so
How much?
He'll
How
buy
much?
it. He'll buy him at 10 per
10 gold per bullet.
bullet.
That's 50 gold. Just throw that in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
And we have a scroll of protection. It just says scroll protection undead. I'm not sure what spell that is exactly.
Scroll of protection against undead, I believe, is like a specific item. Scroll of protection 5e. Each scroll of protection works against a specific type of creature. Using an action to read the scroll, encloses you in an invisible barrier that extends out from you to form a 5-foot radius, 10-foot high cylinder. For 5 minutes, this barrier prevents the creatures of the specified type from entering or affecting anything within the cylinder.
That could be useful for us.
Yeah.
I don't know
yeah,
who can use
especially
it.
if we go. Well,
But
we
we're
can
going
put it
into
on.
undead territory, so
You're
Yeah,
right.
it's gotta-
At the very least, we can save it for when we go up against our lich friend. We can put it on one of us to just go ham.
You're right. How much is a ring of necrotic resistance?
A ring of necrotic resistance?
Yeah.
it's called "Be Born That Way, bitch."
Damn.
Wow. Damn.
It would be in a normal 5e game, somewhere in the 6 to 8,000 range. But he's not going to be able to find a rare item within a couple hours of this level. It's just above what Chult has. The reason the Merchant Princes are so powerful is they control what few fine goods there are, and he has access to magical ammunition, but he sells it at, you know, an exorbitant price per each arrow or sling bullet because they're so few and far between. You guys are giving him more business than he makes, you know, most weeks.
Yeah.
It's called Be Born with It.
Hmm.
Sucker.
Yeah, just be born in the Shadowfell. So many benefits.
Like never being a
Te-
productive.
I teleport around and have, you know, resistance to all damage for a bit. You know, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we don't have to be born in the Shadowfell and teleport around.
You don't not have to.
Very true. Very true, Riley.
Alright. We discussed health potions with him, right? What was his quotes for or not, health potions?
Health potions are 80 for a common health potion, 300 for an uncommon.
Cool.
Yep.
I have 3 of each potion, or 3 greater healing potions and 3 regular healing potions. I do also have 1 potion of Hill Giant Strength and a Mummy Rot antidote, just in case that comes up. I've got it.
Oh yeah, in case you guys run into some more mummies.
Well, you know what? I don't necessarily need a heavy duty potion, just something in case I need to get someone up, I can give them a quick boost since we have less people now. So I will buy 3. You said commons were 50?
80.
80. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the normal price is 50, but the Chult markup.
well, isn't Troll fancy than 300 for a greater healing uncommon?
Yeah, he said 300 for greater,
Yes, sir.
All right.
which is
I'll
44 plus
take-
4.
I'll take 3 regular and 1 greater healing.
Okay. The regular is 240 plus 300, 540.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. He has a wide smile as he's conducting all these transactions with you, and it's basically just you handing him a lot of money and him ordering people to come and bring you magical items from a storeroom somewhere.
All right. A last question for you, the DM. If I wanted to buy special inks, I know this isn't a wizardry town, but if I wanted to buy like special inks and stuff so I can transcribe spells into my spell book, can I just do a straight
Yes.
use my gold to get that X amount?
Yes.
I don't have to like pay extra because okay.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Can I do that anywhere, or do I have to go through this guy?
You can go through him or anyone. It's not important. It doesn't matter. You get it. You do the
Okay.
thing.
Yeah. I just want to convert.
Wizard transcribing is always like, it just feels like it
It's
work.
annoying.
It
A
feels like
stupid
work.
bookkeeping thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make it as easy as possible. Like, do the bookkeeping. Absolutely, that's part of being a wizard. Like, you have to go and make the effort to learn more spells and buy spell scrolls and stuff. Absolutely. But
Yeah.
does this city have the specific kind of crushed gemstone infused ink that I like?
Yeah.
Is a funny thing if it was in a book. Is not funny when you're like, well, it's an exploration based game.
That's why, like, Dan, you can attest. That's why with Wizards and Manga, I just have that handy dandy net research thing because I just find it getting the components of ink and stuff just like be a pain in the ass. I'd rather my players just have the tools to just if they find a cool spell, they can just start doing it.
Yeah, no, that item when I saw it and read it, I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. Because now I don't have to prepare first level spells. I can just prepare 4 first level spells through the thing and save all my preparations for like other shit.
All
Awesome.
right, so I
And
got
the best
that.
part is being like a Warforged, it like his special spellbook thing integrates into me because I'm a Warforged and it's a Vire thing.
Well, yeah, that was a Vire artifact, so that's why it's seamless.
Better than just being like a wrist thing.
All right, so I am going to put 1,000 gold worth of inks and reagents for the purposes of spell copying into my bag. To say either I got them through him or I bought them. So
Excellent.
now I can actually start working at this spell book I've had for like months.
Excellent.
I think that's it for me.
D- what is the quiver of L? L.
Uh,
It,
It like
uh,
stores up
essentially-
a ridiculous amount of shit.
Yeah. You can carry an extra dimensional amount of javelins or arrows or bolts or whatever, and it is an easier action to get them out.
Can that carry my hand axes?
I think is specific in what it can carry, but I don't have the. It should be in the item handouts.
Each of the 3 compartments contains an extra dimensional space. The shortest can hold 60 arrows. The medium compartment can hold 18 javelins. The longest compartment can hold bows, quarterstaffs, or spears. So no. So the hand axes will have to jingle jangle on my belt.
Yeah.
You can do what Rickvar did, or actually what Brickus does. He has a bandolier of hand axes.
Chewbacca mode. Love it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking, is there any point in keeping this, or should we sell it?
I didn't even know we had one.
I have it.
I mean,
I'm
it's your item. If you want to sell it, that's up to you.
Well, I'm not a ranger. I don't carry like arrows. It currently has a javelin in it, maybe. Oh,
Yeah,
it
It's
has,
a
you didn't-
Valtech so we can start collecting more quarterstaffs.
it has
Just, like,
2.
carry a bunch of them around.
It
in a
has
bag.
2 javelins in it. I guess Veltec, if you find a quarterstaff that you want, I'll keep it because it's not hurting me or anything.
Yeah.
And it does hold my javelins.
And
Veltec,
you can always
if
just get
you
a bunch of
find-
regular javelins. Just
Yeah,
to have in case you need
magical
them.
golf bag. I guess, yeah. Let me go to the merchants and just buy a bunch of fucking javelins.
There you go. All right, you go and you buy 18 javelins at.
Well, I
whatever
only
javelin
need
prices are.
16 because.
Oh right.
He just tosses up bundles of javelins. You just hold the bag, like, just chuck them in here. He's like, the fuck you talking?
How much is 16 javelins?
5 times 16 is 80. 8 gold or 80 silver.
80 or 8 gold, you said?
Yes.
All right. We'll deduct that. All right. I spent a lot of my cash, but
Yeah, but we also got a decent amount of cash in return.
You guys
Yeah,
want to
no.
buy a
Empty in the
Triceratops?
bag.
can I write it?
Yeah,
And we eat it.
if you need to.
Probably. So, just for reference, we have left in the communal fund 792 gold, 800 silver, and 40 platinum minted in Jacinta. And Grimco's electric sword, which I'm not sure if. Well, actually, Riley, you might be able to use that, but I don't know the stats on it.
Do I need to attune to the sword? Because I kind of like my hammers.
Uh,
Don't think so, but I don't have the V2 artificer thing that Grumker was using in front of me.
Not important. Because of the way I have Crusher and stuff, I'm pretty partial to bludgeoning damage.
she made a nice gesture of giving it to us. So,
Well, if I lose one of my hammers or something, I will grab it and commence killing.
okay. All right, and then yeah, we got that gold, the folding boat in there, the sword, and a scroll of protection. I believe we have emptied out the communal holding.
Oh, I thought I had the folding boat in my inventory, but that's fine to keep it there.
I have it written in the bag of holding.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I guess
all
I
right.
should. Yeah. No, that's okay. I was debating finding a magic sword, but it's really not worth the money, I think.
I mean, he'd have a +1 magic. I would bet Wakanga would be able to sell you a magic sword, and then
I'm
if for
sure,
some
but
reason
I've also spent a lot of money though.
Find a magic rapier. You need it. It's better in case you run out of. How many times have we run out of spells, but you can still like river dance and stab things good?
Yeah, yeah. All right. How much would a +1 rapier be?
600.
Oh.
I'll spot because
No,
you're my
I
friend.
can
I'll
afford
spot
it.
you. I'll spot you 200 gold. It's fine. What am I gonna use
We
it
can.
for?
I can just take 100 from the communal bag of holding.
No, I'm paying him 200 of the price.
We have the communal bag of holding. So it's fine.
No, I'm done doing this. You pay 400. I pay 200. How many times have you saved me? Many. We're doing this. There you go. Use a spell to kill somebody for me.
I looked at him. There's really no arguing with him sometimes. As I'll pay 400 gold. Thank you very much, Rylas.
You're welcome.
What kind of grip do you want? Like, do you want a full sheath hilt, or do you want just a cross guard?
Oh, well, rapier hilts. Look one up and see which one I like.
Are you going Count Dooku with the curved handle? Are you like straight up with the saber vibes? Is it like a more a thick blade, and even though it's a rapier, you can slash with it, or is it more like?
No, it's definitely
epee?
more of a dancing blade, to be sure. Actually, you know what? Well, no, they wouldn't have that. But hold on. Let's just say something like that. That'll do.
Okay. Simple cross
Yeah.
guard with a finger guard. Okay.
Yeah, something efficient that gets the job done.
Mm-hmm. Strong
As
steel. I like it.
She will stow away the more ceremonial, ornamental Bladesinger's rapier that she's been using since she left the Feywild.
Not gonna sell that one, I bet.
Nope. Not at the moment, anyway.
All right. Wakanga will stand up and thank you all for your time and money, but say that he is starting to turn into a raisin and will usher you all out back into the city as your meeting has ended.
I looked to the group and said, I can't tell if we came out on top of that or not. I feel...
We have more of the equipment that we need because I have plenty of bug dap.
That is true. Oh yeah, how much bug dap do you have?
I have 162 more doses.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I got 21 uses, but I suppose but especially since there's only 3 of us, we can use the communal bug dap thing, but I will probably get some more rations.
All right.
Yeah, I have 38 rations.
You guys head over
Yeah.
to this. It is pretty late at this point, but that just means that the lanterns are on, and the voices are louder, if anything.
I'm gonna go and get a whole bunch of spell material shit that I need.
Okay. Anything specific monetary costs that should be discussed?
100 gold pearl. I'm not even gonna worry about legend lore. That shit's stupid and expensive. Let's see. 25 gold. Powdered mushroom and saffron with fat for trucing. I need more holy water.
Did
Need to get more diamonds.
artists tell you where we're going exactly?
Not a
If there's anything we
fucking
should prepare
clue.
for, so we can't like try to take a guess at what we might need based on where we're going.
I mean, you can go ask him, but I'm just going to go and see if I can get all this weird shit.
Yeah, sending Velthek.
Let's see. How many spells do I even fucking have right now?
You should be fine on spells because you weren't in the melee of.
I did a whole fuckload of sending and regeneration for artists.
Oh, that's
Wait.
right.
So this is still that same day that we did the teleport in and did the dinosaur fighting in.
Yes. It's like
Okay.
late now
Gotcha.
because you guys are buying
Oh.
stuff and yeah.
You know what?
Okay.
You're right. I should check for an amulet proof against detection.
Isn't that like a legendary
Not
item?
even close, my guy. It is a common.
Proof against detection.
Let's see.
Detection and location?
Yeah.
Oh, uncommon, huh?
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to be seen, homie.
Let me see.
Me especially of all.
No, it's not on. It is a very, very small, scanty list here. I'm very sorry. Anything beyond like a +1 weapon is mostly outside of the purview. Especially like again with Silvira, you would have more of a chance, especially if you're willing to wait. But in the time that you have, especially now that it's later, there's not really a chance to find something like that.
My
Very sorry.
magic circle. Action group. So,
Could you all make a perception check for me?
salt and
Wondering
silver
around.
powdered worth 100 gold.
All of
per
us?
Spell.
Okay. Yes, all of you.
23.
Whole lot of fucking nothing in this book.
Oh, they roll a perception.
Not
Something's
paying attention.
happening.
I'm busy in my fucking notes here. As I'm looking at my grocery list for my spells.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
I go fucking buy my shit now. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you can find anything from
I
the
don't like this.
equipment list in the player's handbook, like obviously accepting exotic items. For example, there are no elephants in Chult.
How
But
the fuck?
given enough time, it's too dense. Elephants are not jungle creatures; they're plain creatures.
I don't believe that, but okay.
What? How is a big ass elephant gonna fit between all the them tight ass trees?
Easily.
No, no.
No, I think when we think about elephants, they're like in the African plains or like the Serengeti. There's no jungle there.
Would
There's no jungles in the Amazon.
how are we doing
Or-
for
no
powdered
elephants in the
silver? Or let's see, holy water or powdered silver and iron. I need that. I could stretch it off. How many? I need to fucking check diamonds. Oh, excuse me. I failed agony of fucking purchasing spell components.
For diamonds, feel free to use the group fund, at least, as someone who greatly benefits from the Revivifies.
I'm gonna eat all your diamonds.
You already
I'm
did.
gonna feed them to my lich pet.
Fuck off.
Lich pet. Lich pet.
Yeah, I need to get above 100 health. That's what I really need.
Need to find something that's actually
Solani-
purchasable.
Solani finds I'm sorry, yeah.
Fucking eat my ass, bro.
I'm sorry, it's a module. I'm sorry.
Fucking chew you up. I'll spit on your grave.
You suck on it. You got everything that you could have ever hoped for, and it's in your right hand, and you'll never let it go.
I'm holding on to it because people are irresponsible with power. Fucking idiots. Here, let me remove a god. That went so well with Mistra twice. Fucking retards.
Hey.
I do not know the lore of 5e.
Which is why I made up my own in Savvy.
Exactly. That's my favorite part of just making up my own shit.
Let's see.
Alright, as you guys finish buying all of your necessary items from the souk, it is quite late. The moon is high in the sky, and the red lanterns down by the inn that you were staying at are lit, and some are already beginning to burn low. It has been quite a full day, especially full of uncommon noise, the press of people that is so foreign after many, many months in the jungle.
What time do we think it is exactly?
I would say it's 1 or 2 a.m.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's like late.
Yeah. Perhaps we should get some shut-eye.
I finish my math here. Don't worry about me. I'll be fucking probably another hour as I do all this math.
Let's add it all up.
Gotta make sure I've got better. I'm making sure to allocate appropriately because I need to make sure I get the appropriate amount listed of True Seeing Ointment. I have my pearl now. I gotta make sure I have the right holy water. I gotta allocate the correct powdered diamond if I can find powdered diamond and the diamonds themselves.
Yeah, sure. They wouldn't have diamonds worth more than 500, I think. But 3 and 500 and powdered diamonds or diamond crystal, whatever.
Because I need to make sure I'm buying the right stuff and listing it as I go.
Alright, now I need to just find 8 hours to copy the first spell I'm going to copy.
Alright. You guys finish your shopping, you head back to rest for the evening. And eventually are sent off to the sweet land of slumber. Is anyone doing anything important that I need to know about over the course of the night?
I don't think so. It's a bit late for me to start setting up spells to copy, so I think I'm just going to take my 4-hour trance.
Before I go to
Early in the
bed.
morning.
Okay.
That's why I fucking not.
Velthek's unfortunately still in range for the old hit him with a splinter and then power word kill.
Yeah, but you don't know how healthy I am.
This is very true. Why don't we then? I'll take you back to this map here, and you guys can all go to bedrooms of your choosing for the night. And describe to me what waking up is like. For the elves, who are up in the early hours of the morning, finishing their trances.
Yeah, if we go to bed at like 1, I guess be up at 5, so I'll probably would head down to the kitchen for some food and see if anyone else is awake for breakfast.
Yeah, there would be a familiar figure sitting at, uh, quote unquote, your booth.
Hmm.
I'd probably
Art,
wander down eventually.
Arctis will be sitting there, hands clasped around a steaming cup of tea or coffee. It's hard to tell. He looks up and he meets your gaze.
Would you care for some company, or would you rather have some moments to yourself?
Less time wasted, the less time I have to regret. Come sit. We have to discuss our plans, and I have to go and purchase supplies. And then we'll be ready to leave, hopefully. But I have to make the official ask now.
That you do. Could do over a little breakfast or some tea, but I'm all ears.
Well, let me wait for at least Rokvar. Oh, wow. Sorry.
Squeeze.
Former member of
What?
Velthek's party. Just waiting for Rylus. Sorry. Our names.
I'm sure he'll be along shortly.
But yeah, when Rylus makes his way downstairs and into the blanking dining room, breakfast area, you would see Salati and Artis sitting in the booth. He'll slide over to give you room, Rylus, and say, "So how much has Velthek already told you?" I didn't get to give him all the details, but I should at least tell the two of you.
Very little. You mentioned that there was a new development and that you wish to get out of the city as quickly as possible.
Yes. Masika and Dragonbait are not here. They are supposed to be, and they have not been back to port since all of us left last time. They were supposed to meet with a mage that I'm familiar with, the head of a clan called the Openashi. Simple exchange of information. But with them not having shown up, I have to assume the worst and go looking for them, which is why speed is of the highest essence. We need to get going as soon as Velthek is up.
How far out is this camp?
It is not a camp. It's a temple. It's called the Temple of the Rising Sun.
Is this not native to the world, but I have been in it for a bit? Is this something I would have heard of?
Stalani, you probably would not have heard of this place. But
Okay.
it is the it is where you all went once before when you went to the Seething Halls. No, that not this you, the previous iteration of you.
Yeah, right.
So to give you some idea of where it is, he's asking you to journey to here. But more specifically, above this map marked the Seething Halls, and follow a path along the mountains up to a higher point.
All right. And after that, after we find Masika and Dragonbait, what exactly are your intentions? Because I believe, at least as far as Velthic is concerned, he plans to help you the full way. So if that is what this entails, I would like to know what the full way is.
At least for now, I'm offering you 1,200 gold to accompany me until I can find Masika, Dragonbait, and I can discover what happened to the leader of the Opanashi, my friend Sosala. And if you need some sweetening to your deal, the Obanashi are magical people. They would quite possibly be able to offer you some kind of magical boon or service. And I'd be happy to put in a good word for you with them.
That is quite generous. And after we find your compatriots and ensure the safety of this temple, what's the next step after that?
That will depend on the information Zosala is able to give me. But I'm not giving up on anything that I've been working towards.
Rylus obviously is able to speak for himself, but I personally owe an oath to Velthek for what he has done for me. So, as long as he still has need of me, I will accompany him.
I don't have anything better to do. Sure, I'll tag along.
You know, Rylus, before you got down here, I mentioned your name and I accidentally called you by someone else's name, but it's really quite amazing how much you resemble some of the other members that.
Are you thinking of Sprocket?
Uh, Maybe when you get to my age, you see the same adventurers over and over repeated again. Maybe I'm just
Well,
old.
we did spend a decent amount of time with Sprocket when we first came onto this plane. A few mannerisms might have been picked up.
I originally thought it was the other way around, that he picked up from you.
Oh, I mean, what's a good trade if one does not give and take from the other?
Hmm. How wise. Where's our dragon man?
Come down and pass by a couple plants, fucking they drop dead on the spot.
The fresh morning glories that they put in your room today, you tried to edge out the room past the wall and they still died.
If they got flowers on the table for breakfast, they die.
with Velthek arriving, he will reiterate everything he just said. In addition, he will tell you, Velthek, that the location that you helped clear, the seething halls, has been restored, and that one of the reasons that he's really worried is that it could be Clan Kambahal again coming to attack the Obanashi, this time getting Masika and Dragonbait caught up in it.
But if that's the case, then I guess we'll have to teach them a fresh new lesson.
He'll nod, and it kind of once again becomes it's not like he makes any kind of movement that makes his armor become apparent again, but something about the surety with which he nods reminds you all that he is wearing magically disguised armor of the highest make. Yeah, this man is an unsheathed blade sitting here, just ready to go.
You're jingling more than usual today, friend.
Yeah, he gestures. I never
Interesting,
liked the
diner.
hat. He'll make sure to order all 4 of you breakfast. But if anyone wants something specific, feel free to grab it now on his dime.
Yes.
Just tea and honey oatmeal for Solani.
Ooh.
And if you're traveling, it's good to eat light.
As I will order the heartiest, heaviest breakfast. It's gonna be a while until we can get back to something that can be done like this again. Not thinking of the fact as well that we still have Solani's match.
Well, that is true. Obviously not tonight, but the mansion will still be available to us, and you should definitely pick up a few cantrips, other cantrips of your own. It is quite useful. As I'll cast prestidigitation to subtly alter and spice up my oatmeal as needed.
All right.
Oh, at least it's going to be a short travel. Or at least getting to the initial destination, I should say.
Yes, unfortunately, I do have my teleportation prepared, but I don't know how wise it would be to try to go somewhere I've never been to before. Could be unwise.
It's been a while. I would imagine that not too much is going well. Yeah.
Do we have any other methods of magical transportation? Where's your sister in all this?
I appreciate that you think that she would really stick around for me.
You seem to have trouble keeping people around.
She has a family to avoid.
Yes. To be clear, I can do it off a description. It just a description will increase the odds of the spell going around.
It's a fairly unique spot, but I don't know how well imagination-wise that would work out.
Well, according to the spell, I can also do it off of like a point on a map, according to description.
You feel you can pull that off? Doubting you, just... Especially for...
It is. I do just warn if a mishap does happen, it could cause us some
delays.
Discomfort.
Hmm.
Either delays at best, some discomfort at worst, but I do think, at the very least, even in the worst case, it would still get us there, just with a bit more trouble.
Mhm.
Which, put into game terms, if I do a mishap, it'll be 3d10 damage on a mishap, and then we just re-roll to see if I can get it again. So there's a 1 through 43 is a mishap. 45 to 53 would be a similar area. 54 to 73 would be off target, and on target would be a 74 to 100.
Well, I'll be ready to heal if things go awry. Best description I can. Probably closer to the crypts than anything else.
Although to be fair, similar area could put us way off, as it seems to describe just any area that looks similar to it, regardless of distance.
Yeah, if you describe one ruin in the jungle, you might end up at.
But that's only on a 44 to a 53.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll stay
And you
with the
can just
top.
try again, if you fuck up. Just
Yeah.
teleport again. It'll be
It
fine.
would take another day to do it, but we can do it again.
If we have the boat, we could set out today, be there in 3 days. 4. Looks out. It'd be 1. If you set out now, you could make landfall on the far side of the beach here, and then 1,
Where the headaches were?
2,
As you look at
at
the
least
map that
3
we can't see.
days. Oh, sorry. It would be 3 days
you-
overland.
If you prefer to avoid the risks, I understand. I would say worst case scenario, if we do end up in a similar but far off area, I would just need a day to rest up and then I can try again. But I understand if you would prefer reliability.
We have 3 chances for it to be faster than walking.
We can give it a try.
I'm hiring you all.
Alright. I suppose let's finish up breakfast, do whatever we need to do, and then I can prepare my magics.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. I'm going to go and buy some weeks worth of rations just in case. I can't imagine we'll be heading back here. If anything, we'll go if the information is good, we'll head back to Mesro from the temple.
Yes.
If not, further into the jungle or... Well, let's see what quality of information we receive first.
Right. Alright, why don't you all get ready and do what you need to do. Wireless, could I have a quick word with you alone for a second?
Sure.
I will pull Wireless aside and go, just so this won't come as a surprise to you. This particular job, I will be staying until I feel my oath to Velthek has been fulfilled. But I want to let you know that after this job and excursion into Chult, assuming we all live, I will be making plans to not retire, but reassess my life on this plane.
Are you going back to the Feywild then?
These years we've been living here, I've been on this plane, just going from adventure to adventure, thinking one day I'll be welcomed back into the Feywild with open arms, and based on what happened to you and what I've learned, I feel less certain that that will happen. And if it isn't going to happen, I'd rather make a life for myself here while I'm still young enough than to wait for a rescue that will never come.
Makes sense. Do you need assistance in your quest to return home?
I can return home any time I want. I have what I need
I
to
mean, I
plan for.
also
This is
wouldn't hate the idea of murdering your mother. No offense.
you. I understand you were
But
harmed.
if
I
you
think
don't want me to do that, I won't. We're friends and
I
we've
would
been
very
through a
much
lot of
rather you
shit.
didn't immediately murder the woman who sung me lullabies and taught me spellcraft, who I still love because she's my mother. Who was I understand she did things on someone else's orders that brought you harm. I'm not here to debate that. I have it's complicated, but
No,
I no
but
longer
but believe me, my air quotes mother was essentially some wicked, evil woman in a Raven Queen temple. Like, I get it. You sometimes have complex feelings about stuff like that. But perhaps, if not killing your mother, whoever ordered her to do the things to me, I guess she would be a stepping stone then to the real person responsible. And that seems like a fun thing to do.
right. What I'm trying to say, right, is I'm not looking to just go on murderous rampage and adventure after murderous rampage adventure. If this realm is to be my permanent home, I'd like to make it a home. And that will more than likely, if you, of course, ever need help, I'd be more than happy to assist. But that may require me to stop adventuring in the way we've been doing.
Where would you go?
I'm not quite sure yet. I was thinking it's not uncommon for wizards of this plane to build sanctums for themselves. I think I've garnered enough power. Build a sanctum somewhere near a town where there's access to reagents and supplies that I need. Live my life in learning, gather knowledge, maybe even take on an apprentice, but to actually build something would be nice.
I mean, I could still provide security at that place.
You certainly could, Rylus, but I also know you wouldn't be happy standing guard all day. And I think while I would miss you, you also deserve to have your own life that isn't just serving someone. I know you still have plenty of questions left unanswered. I'd be willing to delve into whatever research that might involve to figure out if there's anything else lingering that you need to get rid of, but
I
I
mean,
wouldn't.
serving people's kind of all I know to do.
Well,
Kind of
perhaps
baked
we
into the
can
DNA, if you will.
perhaps we can take this as an opportunity to help you serve yourself.
Well, then I will give my last breath to see that you make it to your wizard tower.
Thank you, Rylus. There's, of course, anything you need during that time, But that's future plans. That's nothing set in stone now. I think we have our own troubles to get through at the moment. I just wanted to prepare you for that after this business with Velthik and Schultz, that things might not be the same as they have been for however long we've been traveling.
He nods and says, "We should probably get back to the group then. No sense in delaying the progression."
She'll nod and give a little sad smile and head back.
So how's the new hand? Have you jerked off with it yet?
Yeah, no. Okay, right to the hard-hitting questions after that.
That laugh, fuck it. Velthik was laughing that hard at the tables.
Maybe I will just go into the jungle on my own.
Oh, so good to have friends.
Wasn't it his hand is just got reattached?
Yeah.
Yeah, brand new,
Okay.
fresh and pink.
Well, it was an ice hand. You can't very well, do that with the. Maybe you could. I don't. Did you ever try?
Riley,
Are we ready
what would you
to go? Or
what would you have done with the information if he answered that? What could have that possibly done for you in your life? Knowing that knowledge.
I mean, sometimes you just want to know things. Knowledge for the sake of knowledge.
It is fair point. That is a good question.
And what if down the line I have a nice hand and want to know should I avoid that because it does weird things.
I feel like the answer is to avoid that. I might not be able to speak from experience, but I feel like the answer is no, don't do that. But then again, what do I know? I'll be outside. So go get some fresh air.
already.
Already when you want to access. Red shot out.
All right, he'll walk outside, and I'll take you guys here to the world map as I briefly run to the bathroom and pee. I have to pee so badly.
Okay.
Quick 5-minute break. Sorry.
Go take your pee.
Then I will refill water. But still on headphones, so I can hear. Just can't talk.
Journey to the west.
I feel like there's something I want to get up and get, but I don't remember what it is.
Agua?
No, I got water.
Beef yucky. You know what? I'm gonna go grab some beef yucky.
Okay.
Hi. Apologies. Who all's still here? Not a one.
I have returned!
Hello!
Oh! Returned I have!
Returned you are.
I
So
have returned.
So I thought the best way to get Selene killed is to lay out her retirement plans of settling down. That's the best way to get her killed.
Easily.
Yeah. It's not really retirement. She's not even 200 yet. But she is level 14.
Was Rylus too forward with Artis Simber?
Always.
Okay.
Every time. Every moment of every day.
Well, Solani just told him she's at some point going to be departing, and he's sad, so he made jokes to cover it up.
I am
Classic.
very sorry for that. But she also, after this, didn't just want to leave you high and dry and surprised.
Yeah, no, appreciate it.
All right, are we all back?
I think Velthek might be the only person not here.
Oh, I thought I
I
heard
just
him make a
got back.
sound.
Oh,
Yeah, that was him.
that's
Okay.
right.
Alrighty. You guys all stand outside of Kaya's, looking up at the stormy, rainy sky. It is an overcast and rainy day, though you are underneath the tarps that every business has outside, or tarlatan, I should say. It is still wet just from the spray of the heavy rain hitting the stone street. You find yourselves once again on the path out into the jungle. But this time, who needs to walk? Solani, please guide your party in whatever you would like them to do.
And yeah, I think it's only a verbal component, believe it or not, for this. So I think I'll just have them group up together.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have Velthic and Artist describe as best as they can details of this place and point it out on the map so that I can make as clear a picture as I can in my head.
Mm-hmm. So you want to go to the foothills of the mountains near where the seething halls are. You don't want to go to the seething halls, as Archie explained that they have been fixed up and sealed.
That's right.
Right. So then, yeah, I'd have them describe those foothills as best as possible and point them out on the map. Then.
Also, before we probably teleport, there you go. For Solani.
Solani, Death Ward, and force it on yourself, as usual.
Yes.
Yep. And I also have my daily casting of Mage Armor myself that I always do.
Okay. Any magical warding for Rylus or Artis?
Does Argus look hardier than Rise?
No.
Alright. We'll do a death ward on Argus.
Death ward on Artisimper. Okay.
All right. Are y'all ready?
Could be. Going to be exciting.
All right. Well, brace yourselves. Nick, it says that technically the DM should roll the D100. Would you like to do it, or would you like me to do the honors?
I think since it's your spell, you roll the D100. I think the idea is that I would like keep it a secret from you, but I have no intention of doing that. So
Okay. All right. We are looking for above a 53 for good results.
big money, no.
Oh,
Okay.
Just baby.
All right, can we get
that
a
is off target.
off target? All right,
You and your
so
group appear in a random distance away from the destination in a random direction. Distance off target is 1d10 by 1d10% of the distance that was to be traveled. Yeah, I'll just post this in the chat so that,
please.
yeah.
So
You're at a
10%.
random distance.
80
10 times 10% of. Okay, roll me 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's a
so
10 and a 3.
30% of the distance that was being traveled, you were attempting to go, we'll call it 70 miles. So, 21 miles off in a random direction. Uh,
20% or 13%?
30%.
It's 2d10, so a 10 and a 3.
The 15% is representation.
Is the example. Yeah. It's 5 times 3 is 15%. So 10
Ah.
times 3 is 30%. So that is 21 miles. And then it's a. We'll do, instead of a D8, it's a D, because we're on a hexagonal system. Do me a D6. We'll do it like a clock. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 20 miles north.
Hey!
Hey, better than walking 2 days.
All right. As you all say, here we go. And Solani, you activate your magical powers. You teleport, and suddenly, the sound of the port fades, and the roar of the jungle is loud in your ears.
All right. After casting the spell and feeling us go through it, do I know roughly how far off we landed?
You do not
We have to
immediately
figure it out.
know. You will have yeah, this is a representation of where you are on the map. As you guys look around, it is unfamiliar to all of you where you are at the moment.
May I do a survival check to try and figure something out, like that we're in mountains as opposed to jungle?
Absolutely, yeah, you can climb a tree or hike up a hill. Give me a survival check. That's a great idea.
22. And did I see anything on that perception check? I got a 23 on it.
A perception check?
The one you
From,
asked
like,
all of us to do?
Oh yeah,
a while ago.
Nothing important. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. Nothing to worry about. No concerns needed or necessary. With a 22, I will say, Rylus, you are able to determine with the benefit of your map, especially since this is one of the previously explored areas. Not necessarily by you, but like mapped as it's close enough to Port Nyanzaru that it has that benefit. I'll say it takes you just over an hour to find your location on the map. You're in the correct like Mist Cliff Mountain range, but you're on the north side, whereas you want to be on the south side. So you know that you're just over 20 miles from the base of the path that you were going to take, which in and of itself should take a day. So you're 2 days out, day and a
All
half
right.
out.
Well, take that
A bit,
information and start heading south, I guess.
Yeah.
it's a bit off, but still closer than if we were to just walk. I'll take that as a win.
Certainly better than just tramping out with nothing good. All right. Artus will pull out and affix his rain catcher to his backpack and set out in the direction that Rylas pointed.
On the road again.
Oh, just can't stop it on the road again.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys begin your expedition once more. If you had a nickel for every time you said that, you'd have like 6 nickels.
Fancy
Uh,
that.
is there anything important that you guys are doing as you head out? Almost everybody told me or typed in chat that they're doing bug dap, so I will assume that's all done.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Bug dap and right. Or I guess no, we had right. Well, I guess do we need to do rations for this day, or is it when we had
Not
it?
till evening.
Okay.
Or no, yeah, today you would basically be fed essentially, and you'll eat tomorrow morning,
Mhm.
starting again from
Okay.
untouched rations. Just so that we don't start doing rations in the evening. Since I've always been doing it in the morning, we'll just keep doing it in the morning.
Sounds good. I'll try
Okay.
that bug dap.
Righty-roo. You guys set out into the jungle heading due north. I need a further survival check to navigate correctly as you guys head out into the trees.
Is anyone assisting me?
Is that right?
Oh,
You do have to have training in survival as well to assist, yes.
And
Uh,
in, in survival, I do not have. Oh no, I do have. I do have training in survival. I will assist.
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Solani helped with this, but anywho, 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Hey,
Excellent.
it's been a while since I've had to use it.
Been a while.
Very nice. Okay. In that case, you guys are going to navigate easily the 20 miles this day to the base of the Mistcliff Mountain Pass that you know you need to take. As you're reaching there, you spy overhead a flock of pterodons, but they seem to be keeping their distance and are only circling out of curiosity. Hi, welcome home, sweetheart. Sorry.
You're
Nope,
fine.
no worries.
Uh, as night begins to fall, are you guys doing anything specific to find a place to set up a camp, or is Solani mentioning magnificently?
I cannot mention as I only have the one spell slot for
Do you
teleport.
have the bubble
Night is a tiny hut.
or Velthek's got the tiny hut? I will look for a good place to set up for that. That's out of the way and still somewhat hidden,
Okay.
in case our lich bitch comes looking for us.
She do be creeping.
Solani, are you assisting for this, or is this me solo?
I'll assist.
Only a 19.
Only.
Only a 19. All right, you are able to find a nice jungle clearing to hang out in. That is not familiar looking at all.
Mm, 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 mm.
Well, hopefully the benefit of teleporting randomly will have thrown off our pursuer a bit.
I'd imagine it would. Wherever the fuck she is.
You have to assume that The most difficult part for a creature of that kind of power is moving her forces. She can come to us pretty much whenever she wants. As any magic that Solani can do, she can do, right? But
I wouldn't even begin to pretend to know.
If not more. Liches are well above the power of, well, not well above, but the whole point of the lichdom is to gain that higher power.
nothing I'll be looking forward to.
Yes, I think one of these days you should really come up with a plan for her on how to deal with that.
I was figuring out where Phylactery could be, which could be 10 billion places and whatever it is. Last one we ran into with Jaws in the tomb, but there was also next to it some fetus deathmonger that was eating all of people's souls in existence for a time, so really got some. I need to find hers.
Well, I mean, from my understanding of that adventure, that lich was a little bit higher on the hierarchy than she was, I believe, so perhaps she will be easier to deal with if we can just find her phylactery.
Oops, so. Just have to hope to find out how to get to it.
Questions for the morning, but I do think that she is the biggest just hanging threat we have right now. I trust our elves to keep an eye on us for the night.
As best as we can.
I promise not to look while you're jerking it.
Artis will go and lay down for the evening.
All right. Rylus, do you want first or second watch?
I'll do first.
Okay. Well, now we'll start trancing.
Get more room in the old hut.
It's a bit more empty than it used to be.
Alright, Rose, how are you spending your watch as you walk around?
Yeah, mostly just excuse me, walking around, trying to not be disruptive to folks that are sleeping, but peering out into the night.
Alright. It's a loud night. You're very aware of all the sounds of the jungle, but as you keep turning at every cry and hoot and snap, it makes you less perceptive of everything instead of more. And while nothing comes out of the jungle to attack you, you spend the night more on edge than usual. Nothing else, the one night in town really offset those finely tuned senses.
I will wake or sit down next to Solani and kind of wait for her to finish her trance.
Yep. I'll open my eyes and look around. Any excitement?
No, just a lot of noises.
Not too uncommon out here. Alright, well, rest up. Now I'll make my perception checks.
Please do.
Um, question for you. Would
Answer.
you allow me to take this time to start, if I have the time, copy spells into my books while I'm on watch, or can I not do that while I'm watch?
I don't think you could be as on watch as you would need to be while testing spells and writing magical formulae.
Okay.
That's one of the biggest benefits of the mansion, I think, is that you're safe to do that.
Alright, then I will just watch as normal.
Excellente. Maybe the second watch you do find yourself itching a little bit and you pull out the book to read through once again, distracting you a little. But there is nothing that jumps out of the jungle to eat you this night. Morning will come with the warm rush of air that you're all familiar with as the bubble pops.
Right. Calm before the storm. Unless anyone thinks we still need teleport, I'm gonna prep the mansion while we're traveling. Unless we think we'll have need to teleport again soon.
I think it would be safe just to have the mention.
I agree. Mansion it is.
What are you swapping it out for?
What am I swapping it out for?
Mansion?
Yeah, I'm switching teleport out for the mansion.
Oh, sorry. I
Yep,
misunderstood.
all good. No worries.
Yeah, usual morning routine. Do you also do Artisan Solani again?
Yeah.
Alright, bug depressions and mage armor.
Let's see what the fuck happened.
Let's fucking go.
Alrighty, you guys spend about an hour finding your heading on the path up the Mistcliff Mountains. Sorry, give me 1 second. Just add, keeping up my notes. All right. It is a fairly easy trek into the mountains. The day is shining and sunny with only sporadic bouts of spray and mist. And you walk easily up the path. But as you go, it grows ever narrower and narrower until you find yourselves walking on a path that is not more than 10 feet wide, at its widest points, uh, between a sheer cliff wall and a much sheerer drop down 150 feet to the jungle floor below. As you reach the final stretch, you can see the twisting patches of brush and vine weave along the base of the rocky wall, marking the narrow trail leading up the mountainside. With still no sign of Masika or Dragonbait, you hope to find some leads from those residing at the small temple hidden along the cliff.
I guess they're not fond of visitors. They built their temple along this road as I peer over the edge.
Hmm.
Or
You guys can
Aarakocra.
make out. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying, or Aarakocra.
Hmm.
You can make out in the distance a stone archway, some 130, 140 feet away. It's to lead into the mountains further.
One of these days I'll land Featherfall. I guess I'll just start. We'll start making our way forward.
All right.
Could I search ahead just to see if there's any traps that look like they're in the mountain wall for like pushing people off?
Or are you like tapping the wall? Are you searching the ground? What do we
I
do?
think. I guess I'll take like the hilt, like the sheath of my sword, and tap it along the wall as I'm walking.
Okay. Give me a perception check as you're doing so. Okay. You're walking forward. You don't see much on the wall as you're heading along, continuing forward on the path.
Right.
Uh, as you continue forward, you do make out something on the ground ahead of you and Rylus. About 15 feet, 20 feet ahead of Rylus, there is what looks like a uh, symbol carved into the earth, camouflaged by the grass.
Does I'll point the symbol out to Artis and go, "Does this look familiar?"
Uh, I can't really see from back here, but uh, magical warding would not be out of the ordinary. Though, for it to be on the main pathway, is there a clear way around?
Um, is there a clear way around?
Solani, it
Or can
seems
I?
to occupy this square. Meaning you could squeeze by if you went the cliffside side.
It looks like we can try to squeeze by it. If we want to lessen the risk, I do have fly. I could fly us over,
I
or
mean,
between the majority of us, we have some form of teleportation, so we can teleport most of ourselves over.
could we just jump over it?
Could I roll an Arcana check to see if I can, based on the runes, recognize the nature of the ward?
Sure. I'm gonna say you need to be a little bit closer.
Oh, okay. I'll get closer. Like right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Within 10 feet is perfect. With a 17, from what you can see, it looks like a ring of runes that if you step within them, that would trigger whatever it is. But you also know that different glyphs do different things. It might also have other triggers that are unseen. But with a 17, you think
Yeah, so
touching it is what would set it off.
all right. Well, I think possibly we could jump over it, but that would be a gamble on our part. It looks like it's touch based, but there's no accounting for a glyph I'm not familiar with that dictates that the air above it also counts. So that'd be a risk if you were willing to take it.
Okay, then I'll teleport ahead 30 feet, which would put me there.
Okay.
Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Right, so you teleport over, look around, you seem fine, nothing is coming to get you. Wait a couple seconds, and it seems all fine. You turn back and give everybody else a thumbs up as they're all watching from the back. Archers will skirt around Velthek. Uh, and Solana, you have a 15 passive perception, yes?
I believe so. Let's see.
Uh,
Don't just yep, 15 passive. I do.
you can see a tendril silently snaking up outside of Rylus's line of sight to begin heading for his ankle. Rylus, there's a scratching of rocks that tumble over as you look down and see a vine reaching up from off of the cliff towards you. I'm going to ask everybody to roll initiative as the uh, plant life along the side of the uh, uh, cliff comes to life. Uh, Velthek, you would immediately recognize assassin vines. You've come across them quite a bit in Cholt.
I do love choking people.
All right, Rylus, Velthek, Arctis, and Solani. All right, Solani. As I get fighting music going, you are up first. You can see this thing reaching up to snake around Rylus. It is off the cliff, essentially growing out of what you now recognize to be bones on the cliffside, stretching up towards Rylus. I finally got art for the assassin vine instead of just a box that said assassin vine.
Yeah, it actually looks fucking fantastic. Jesus.
What would you like to do, Miss Wizard? Mike, if you were talking, we cannot hear you. Yep. I've started to get a sense. I've started to sense it. Hi, Mike.
My computer's bad. It makes me feel bad.
Honestly, it's partially Discord's fault too.
It is what it is. So I see a plan. You know what we like to do to plants. I'm gonna bonus action blade song. Then I'll yell out, "Rylus, behind you on the left, look out!" As I will blight you plant, as we are want to do.
We'd love to do it. And is it blight? They auto fail. They make it a disadvantage, and it
Damage?
does max damage. So it will do 64 or half that. And a disadvantage
Is it
con save is an 18. It rolled double 18s.
my spell save is 20.
Oh, okay. Well, that's incorrect then. Then it fails.
So it'll 64.
64. Well, more than bloody. Jesus Christ! Blight on the plant. My plant monster. No.
Your plant monster is mine.
Delicious.
Fuck.
We're having salad later.
And I will move up to here, but that will be me as I want to make room for others to get up here before I try to shimmy around this ward.
Alrighty. Out from the wall,
Yeah.
via Earth Step, comes a hidden assassin.
Assassino.
Oh.
They have a dark gray coloring to their skin and a unnatural glow to their hands and eyes, as they will rush forward. They have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not taken their turn, and will crit if they hit. And I rolled a natural 20 anyway. That's just
Oh.
beautiful. That's just beautiful. Velthic, a natural 20 to hit you.
Of course, it's me. Even
That's going to be 30.
even with
a
the
clean-
disadvantage, you would have gotten from my foresight.
Oh, then it would be a 26 instead to
Gotcha.
hit.
26 would.
Okay, so, and it is still a crit because of assassinate, so that is going to be a clean 50 piercing damage.
Yeah, that's a dirty step. The assassin's a dirty stat block, to be sure.
It's nasty. And then he tries to shank twice more into Artis, which are, even with his increased AC of 19, both of those are going to hit for 17 total across the two stabs. Artis reels, spinning and drawing his glowing dagger as vines climb the cliff. Solani, a vine snakes its way across to you. An 8 to try and
great.
wrap it around your ankle.
I laugh at its 8.
Okay. Artis is next. He is going to stab 3 times with his dagger. 25 and a 19 will both hit for 9 and 6, 15 total damage.
Stand beside me, Artis. I'm gripping myself.
He'll instead move to flank. On this end, more tendrils. These ones headed for the Rylemonger. Double 9s will miss.
Yep.
Velthek, you just got shimmy shanked.
I did. He'll get another shank as I'll step away.
Do they have uncanny damage?
I think any opportunity.
Probably not. No, yeah, they'll take the attack and at normal now.
Huh?
16.
That'll miss.
Oh, at disadvantage. Sorry, you're right. Oh no, the 16 is the lower one of the two. All right.
I don't fucking play nice, but effectively stepping back, blocking that as you hear words of power echoing from the side of the cliff. Just because it's wonderful. I'll just do it fucking marking with a line right here to catch between me. And then traveling up the fucking cliffside here. For the 100 fucking foot line. And you know what? We'll probably catch a little bit beside myself just as well for the other squares, as we are just going to angrily unleash Firestorm.
Oh. Okay. So. Okay. I am gonna ask you to draw me the 10 cubes.
I figured as much.
Obviously one here, one on each of those 3, but
Yes.
then you need to connect those 3, and I need to know where the other 6 are.
You. Oh.
Just use the actual cube draw tool rather
Yeah,
than the
that's what
measure.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
1. 2. 3. 4. Oop. 5. 6. So 9 and 10 for shits and giggles.
Alrighty, let me give you 5 dexterity saving throws.
Bleeding and angry, just off of fucking air and smoke from my mouth before the whole cliffside just erupts in fire.
Is 18 correct?
Double checking that. Yes, 18 is correct. And this would be a dex save. I need to roll the 17-10.
Okay, the assassin is going to succeed and evade. The vines got a 17, a 6, an 11, and a 12.
And it's all fire.
And it's all fire. Oh, good to know.
Also, flammable objects that aren't being worn or carried, if you choose so. Plant life in the area is unaffected by the spell.
Okay. You rain down fire, but there is enough distance between the edge here where you're blasting and the canopy below that you don't cause a massive forest fire. And it's half damage. Resistance 15. All right. You scorch all of these plants will fail, but they are fire resistant. And the assassin will dodge. It looks like they hide against Arctis, but you realize he actually dipped briefly into the stone and then back out.
Very nice.
Is that going to be you?
Double checking my bonus actions here, as I have a fucking army of things to remember.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
You right there?
Damn.
Dan?
Uh-oh.
Will be me.
Oh, he left the roll 22.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he must be having internet issues.
Internet blip.
Yep, there, he's typing.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, well.
Oh, pause briefly.
Yeah, that's
His
fine.
turn.
Can ruminate on the glory of lighting up the canopy with a firestorm. That's thematic as fuck.
I get to do something fun as well. I just want him to be back.
Oh, for sure. Oh no. That's rude.
Yep.
Yes.
Assassino. That's also why I told Artis to get beside me and sit in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
They
I'm sure he was blown back with a good amount there.
Mm-hmm. Solani about to hit the illest fucking blade of whatever it's called.
you put a lot of targets within 30 feet of me.
I did. I've put so many targets within 30 feet.
Also gives me a chance to get over this silly ruin and back up my boy. My only son.
My only son.
My only boy.
Favorite my favorite Bachman joke.
My favorite Bachman joke is still the whenever his character would wander off and they would find his character in a room and there was always a bucket of fish. That was all. That always made me laugh. And there and a scoreboard somewhere in the room, just doing something improbable. Yeah.
That OG campaign was something.
It was quite something. We are removing you from the campaign. Here's a statue that kills you. What else does it do? Oh, it kills you. Oh.
You just did.
The only way to live.
Of course.
This is very unfortunate. Hope his PC didn't actually die.
That would suck.
That is the problem with the group of 3. Get one out, and then suddenly you got D&D with 2 people.
It's also but we're just like so far into this campaign. I can't imagine someone just gonna be like, "All right, here's catch up on 14 levels of stuff that happened."
Right, like this is literally one that you're going back and helping with a further goal that was part of this expanded thing that I'm running for you guys back when we started. This was the 3rd or 4th mission you did, you know?
It's a lot of background to jump back into for a new person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill Solani so hard.
You wish you could.
Unfortunately,
I
there
just
are less of you
couldn't.
now, so now Velthic has enough death words every day for everybody.
My 4th level
It's a
slot will
big
never
problem.
exist again.
Big problem.
Hasn't existed
All the
for over a
diamonds
year.
are for me. As long as I have under 100 HP max, all those diamonds are for me. Really, that's the thing that fucks her up, is that power word kill will just insta-kill me no matter what I do, and I can't even hide from it.
Yeah, it's always the terrifying part of big-ass spells like that. They just work.
Yeah.
There's nothing else in between. It's just gone.
Especially if she can, see invisibility and all that shit. Who are those guys? Oh, old friends. Look at that. Well, I think it's your family. They're back.
Yay! Haunting
they
memories
all
of
die
my
again.
past. Nothing lost there. Just trauma. Murdering my own family.
One of those was your reformed sister.
Hoping that, my family would just fuck off and live. Find other things to summon Tiamat with, maybe.
Yeah. Well, they haven't shown up yet.
Keyword being yet in that sentence.
What's the worst that could happen?
I could die right here and now.
I mean, that's true for any of
become-
us. You die now. Sloan's like, well, I guess I can't fulfill my oath to a dead person, so I guess later, bitches.
Later.
But yeah, since it feels like we're coming up on the final bits of this, it seemed like a good time to be like, you know what? Solani wants to, be a proper wizard, get a wizard tower, learn new spells and all that shit. Make a home for herself.
A true classic.
It's a classic for a reason. Assuming she survives.
I bet she will. Good old assassino. Where's Velthic live? At a temple. In the corner. With the ground hollowed. Never leaving.
Shaking in his fucking boots.
Knowing that everyone wants to kill him as he holds his scepter.
That's why you gotta start your own cult. Get your own followers to fight for you. You got the gumption to throw around for it.
I mean, it's true. I did snazz up that fort of fucking priests and paladins.
With your power, I'm sure you can garner up a group of followers.
Follow me or die. Wait, hold on, that's not right.
Old habits die hard. Forgive me.
You know, you pick up things from your family. It's kind of fucked up, I know.
Yeah, your grandparents are still running around.
Oh yeah, Mima.
You didn't kill them.
I don't really want to go near my Mima. She's a murderous woman.
Is there anyone in your family not a murderous person?
No.
Mystic.
I mean, she's friendly to us. That doesn't mean she hasn't done her fair share of murdering.
True, but right now she's not murderous in my eyes.
I mean, she's not murderous to us.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean she doesn't do murder.
Yeah, whatever.
I would say her main profession is murder. Much as yours is as well, Belfac. Oh, Saki man.
Sending the undead back to their grave. Of course, with word of power, the goblins deserved it. They got in the way. As they say,
I obliterate you.
Exodia, obliterate. Listen, this is what happens when you impede a holy man. Get put in the fucking dirt.
Can't stand in the way of God.
There's a reason why the Crusades happened.
I don't know if I've ever done a fully, religious character.
I am a pious man.
This is probably saying something. Kern's probably the closest.
I have played so many religious characters. They are usually hyper-violent because of fucking religious zeal.
Well, I mean, D&D does kind of force you into the role of, you are adventuring, you are killing folk. It's kind of hard to get around that.
Oh, yeah. Especially when so many of them are just inherently like, "Give me that shit," stab you in the ribs.
Hmm.
But I did love recreating the Vietnam War briefly for a moment here. Yeah. Ambush,
Exactly.
napalm strike.
What the fuck? Well, hopefully this doesn't bode well for your friends in the temple. There's, assassins outside.
Yeah, no. They might be dead already.
It might be them.
You know, shit happens.
Almost maybe as dead as Dan's computer.
Apparently. Jesus.
Yeah, I was actually using his computer to host all my files.
Oh my god.
Can't believe it. How could you? On a side note, it's so fucking rare to get the chance to use Firestorm like this, so it's nice.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen you cast it. I feel like, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, pretty sure this is the first time Velthek has used Firestorm.
Think so.
Because every other time it's been Word of Power. Or I should say correctly, Divine Word. The only other thing that he's used in that level category when getting hyper fucking stomped into the floor by Mega Kaiju #1 was Etherealness. That's true. I did cast Regenerate. Well, that was also to give Artis his hand back. Which leads me to question if, like, all his scars and other things had regenerated as well till they smoothed over. If he had, like, creaky bones, they're healed now.
Well, I guess as far as the area that was regenerated, I assume that comes in, and all those new parts come in brand new.
Pretty much.
As
And
best
anything
as I
that's,
can.
like, battered and fucking beaten gets mended.
Just can't.
Which is also why Regenerate's, like, 7th level spell, because it's just mending all the busted shit of your body.
Mm. Yeah, we're at that level. We know some cool ass spells.
Hell yeah. Still got Artist's hand, just in case we need to find him. You know?
Does he know you have his hand?
Well, he didn't want it.
Are you preserving it at all?
I'll probably burn it later, honestly. I wasn't sure if I needed it for the regeneration spell.
Just carrying around a guy's hand.
Oh, it's my best buddy's hand. It would be so
Anytime
fucking
I want, my
fun.
buddy can just give me a hand.
Well, there's also the other point, too, of like, oh no, Artist has been disintegrated. Good thing I got this hand. Fucking raised. No,
How many times are you
I
like,
would
I
need a
mean-
resurrection. I would need the big spell for that. Hey!
Hey,
He
he
lives.
lives. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
Hey.
don't use Discord on my work laptop, but that's what I had to do because my personal PC, for whatever reason, isn't connecting to the internet. I'll have to get my IT guy, i.e. my husband, on that tomorrow
Mm.
afternoon.
Maybe the card router
That's
died or
weird.
something.
I don't know. It was working. It occasionally will just like fuck out. But anyway, give me a second and I will get back in. It was working. I was still able to hear the battle music or whatever, but just
Mhm.
Discord cut out and
Hmm.
that kind of thing. I don't know what was going on, but yeah.
I have
give me-
excellent news for you. In case you were worried about not taking any damage yet, an assassin has emerged from the smooth stone wall behind you, short sword poised for your neck.
Okay. Well, remember, I am wearing adamantium armor and cannot be crit.
That is good to remember.
Let's get that
I
good
always
life.
forget that.
A 26, a 14, and a 27.
The 26, the 14 misses. The other two hit because even without my hammers out, my AC is still 16.
Okay. That's going to be a total of uh 48 on the first with sneak attack, and then 5 on the second. So
And that's
53
not
total.
doubled, correct?
No, that is not doubled. Is not doubled. He's
How much
going
did
to
you say
pack the
total?
wall up. 53. Well, much better. And that will be this guy. So it's you, Rylus. You've been stabbed in the back, and these things are both reaching for your legs. Legum.
Yeah, 1 second. Just, shifting to a laptop just fucking sucks.
For sure.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna rage.
Valid response.
So, bonus action, rage. And then, I will, do my first attack at, oh fuck, thing zoomed in. Okay, first attack at the plant monster that was
The
hit
north
by
one?
blight. Yeah, the
Yep.
north one.
Okay.
So let me go back to my sheet. I fucking hate working on a PC or laptop, whatever. Fuck. And recklessly attack, rage damage, divine fury, and hammer time.
45 definitely hits.
For 21 damage. And then I will turn around and face the guy that stabbed me and hit him recklessly.
Alrighty.
1 second. Does a 22 hit?
A 22
him?
will hit, yes.
And then I will use a superiority die to do a menacing attack and try and scar him.
Alright. The wisdom save, right?
Ugh, god, that damage fucking sucks. Yes.
It's a natural
Uh,
1.
For minimum damage.
Ooh.
Okay, he's frightened of me if he can be frightened.
It can be frightened.
Until the start of my next turn?
Cool.
Let me double check if it's start or end. And I'm gonna move him. Can I move him with Crusher? 5 feet closer to the edge, like to the north of me.
Is Crusher say move or does it say push?
Good question. Let me check the sheet. Once per turn, when you hit a creature that deals an attack, you can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied space, provided the target is no
Yep.
more than one size larger than you.
Feel free. Direct me. Which square?
That one.
Boom. Whack! And he stumbles to the side.
I think that's me, because I bonus actioned and attacked. So.
Alrighty. Solani. Vines. A
Yep.
24 to reach out towards you.
That is rude. That would hit, but I will cast shield.
Ah, no. I was
I
gonna get
know.
you that time.
Yeah, but you
Ah.
can't. It's
Solani,
not
it's your
allowed.
turn. Solani, it's your turn now. That's
Wow. Well,
awesome.
there's conveniently 5 targets left. I have
No.
noticed.
No. No, God.
So, yeah, we're gonna do a steel wind strike,
Alright.
starting with this fellow down here.
Okay.
Like teleport.
And it's the end of my next turn that they're frightened of me.
Cool.
Fucking Nightcrawler up in here. Oh,
Shit
Mm.
on
shit!
oh my goodness.
Get fucking
Well, that happened.
vaporized, boy!
I give Artis a wink and I'll teleport to this vine.
That's-
Not an advantage.
I can't believe Solani just A-trains that man into the wall.
It's a 21 to hit for
Yep.
47.
Bloodies
Teleport
this.
this guy. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? 18 to
hits.
hit?
Yep.
Okay. For 37.
Bloodies it.
Teleport up to this man. Advantage. We are gonna get a nice, juicy 16.
Will hit.
Okay, I'll take it.
Leather. 32.
For
Bloodies this
32.
guy.
And final teleport will be here, and that is where I will remain as I hit this plant for not advantage. Turn the advantage off.
Yep.
23 for 21 force stat.
Very nice.
And
That plant is the only non-bloodied one here.
that
Blew
will be
your
me.
load
As
on that 71.
that assassin got
Goodness.
fucking knocked back to the Shadow Realm.
Absolutely eviscerated. Okay, if you're good where you are,
Yep.
then this vine will reach for you, Solani.
You can't do that. My shield's
a
gone.
21.
That will still miss because of my blade song.
What?
Excuse me.
Bless you. Bless you.
What? Twice.
Ugh.
Bless
Thank you. Artis takes 2 steps here and fires 3 shots with his longbow. Wow, a 10, an 11, and a 12 all miss.
My guy.
That's
You
rough, buddy.
Gotta get the dust off. Gotta get
You got
the
a suit
dust
up
off.
montage and everything. You got a suit up montage and everything. Alright, I'll get him next time, buddy.
It doesn't magically help me hit. I still have to be good on my own.
Insight. Does it have a +1?
No, the oath bow does not have a +1. It's a
Wait a
flat
minute. You
oath
can't
bow.
buy. I can't buy skill? Oh, fuck.
Vine. Rylus. 22.
It is an advantage because I
Yes.
recklessly attacked. And that definitely hits.
Okay, we'll grab you. You take 9 bludgeoning, half to 4, and you are restrained as it wraps up and around you, and then you feel the poisonous barb sink into your skin as it begins pumping its poison into your body.
Okay, am I poisoned or just restrained?
No, you are just restrained, but it is actively poisoning you.
Okay.
That is it for now. Velthek!
Alright. We're speaking more words of power, baby. Shut that down one. There we go. As Belfic will finally pull out the sunburst he had fucking bought so long ago, and not only napalm, but nuclear orbital strike.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you begin concentrating on Dawn as a brilliant light appears in the cylinder. The light of dawn shines down. Each creature in it makes a con save. 4 con saves for assassin vibes. 1, 2, 3. A 21, a 16, and a 20.
That's half damage. For low rolls,
Half
but we're
damage.
cooking.
Okay. 8 and 16. 8, 16, 8. Okay, and that's ends its turn in the cylinder. Okay. All of the plants basically scream out and start scrabbling across the rocks as fast as they can. Which is not very fast. Are you good there, Velthek?
Yep, just dropping a delicious circle there. Yeah, there we go. We'll back up just a touch. There we go.
Okay, that is going to provoke an attack, as these things do have a reach of 20 feet.
Alright. Disadvantage.
Constrict, disadvantage, 18.
I'll miss.
Alrighty, then we go to the assassin, who is going to tremble in fear. They're going to take a step away from you and
They can't.
dive.
Wouldn't that be advancing towards me?
They're still within 5 feet of you.
Oh, okay.
It makes sense because for the purpose of this person's ability, because they have the ability to earth step as they dive for the safety away from you into the earth.
Can I make a attack of opportunity as they leave my reach? Or is it like a teleport where?
It's not a teleport, but they're going into the, like, you would just be hitting the wall in my imagine. Like, mechanically there wouldn't, that you should, I imagine, get an attack opportunity. I'll say they get
like...
a 3/4 cover as you swing at them as they're disappearing into the earth.
I would also like
but you're restrained.
Well, it would be a disadvantage, but I can still attack.
Oh, is restrained not no attacks? Oh, I'm thinking of paralyzed. Duh.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, both of you can swing, but this thing gets plus 3/4 cover as he dives for the earth wall.
Because I have Warcaster, I'm gonna do a Booming Blade as my attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Is 3/4? Go ahead.
3/4 cover is plus 5.
Okay.
So a 19 will miss, a 26 will hit.
Great. The base weapon damage will be that, and then Booming Blade damage will be.
Damn.
It is 11 base, that 11 just off the bat, and then an additional 19 if they decide to move.
Horrifying.
Okay, another 11, and now they're inside the earth, but if they move, they will die.
Yes.
But do they know that?
But how would they know that? Exactly. So what you all hear is the booming sound as Solani sends this person to the wall, and then there's a snapping sound as the booming sound echoes again, but this time from in the wall, and
Like
a
some rocks fall out.
a corpse is shunted out of the wall
And
as the magical earth step ends.
And that's how you make red clay, kids.
Rylus.
One of my top 5 Booming Blades. It's got to be in the top 5.
I'm going to Blessing of the Raven Queen to get out of as a bonus action, to get out of the vines. just dematerialize and reappear, I guess, down here, but not in the dawn.
Sure.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the dawn.
And then, oh shit. I'll just regular attack. Because I don't want to get restrained again. That was annoying. So we'll hammer time this vine that I'm standing next to.
Sure. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. 20 hits. Jesus. It could not take very much more of that. 49 definitely hits. Slamming into the vines that are crawling up towards you. It is on its last legs with that 15 damage.
With I would like to push it well, not me. With Crusher. God damn it, fucking stupid.
Brain satiety.
Can't talk and use the mouse on this fucking computer. I would like to move it 5 feet diagonally further into the and away a little bit. So
You want to push it off of the wall?
yes, so it falls down into and just sits in the dawn column. Because that
Very low for favorable results. Because I think it has to be like a. Well, no, it just says any space, right? Yeah, give me higher or low for favorable results for it, because it's got like long tendrils with which it's attached to the wall. It can reach up to 20 feet. So to see
I'll go
if 5
high.
feet is enough to push it off the wall. Okay, give me a d20. Rylus, please describe sending this thing into free fall in the dawn and watching it burn up.
be like, get the fuck away from me.
Very, very nice. Is that going to be you?
Yes.
Alrighty. This vine will use its action to dash to get out of the dawn. So that does not end there. Solani.
I'm overly concerned about these remaining guys, so I think I will preserve some of my higher spell slots and just do a Scorching Ray on the one closest to Artis.
Okay.
So, where is my Scorching Ray button? It's here somewhere. There it is. 14 hit,
14 hits.
26, and a 24. For a total of 24 fire damage to this guy.
You will see that it is resistant to your fire damage. If it was not, it would be dead, as a burnt remnant of a singular vine remains.
I miscalculated, but that's fine.
Plants being resistant to fire makes 0 sense.
I think it's the idea of like if they're healthy and like full of moisture, it's harder for them to catch on fire.
Is that you, Solani?
Yes.
Alright. This vine is going to attempt to climb out of the dawn, the shortest path possible. However, the weight of this vine
Oh no.
sets off the warded sigil. I need Rylus and Solani to make me dexterity saving throws as you watch this rune flare with a crackling of thunder magic that is attempting to blow you off the mountain.
What a man.
God damn. Uh-oh.
You have
I like to use my once per reroll. Yeah.
Okay.
Use mine.
Oh, fuck. Use yours?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Thank you, Velthic.
Okay. You are both going to succeed and take half damage.
Alright.
You both take 14 thunder damage and are not pushed. This creature rolled a 15, which will also succeed, so it will take the 14 and live. For now, Artus's turn. The bow failed, so he's gonna get in and cut this thing to pieces. Slice, 15. 7 piercing stabs right into the last cluster of vines, and it is dead. He'll sheath the dagger and fire a shot. An 11 misses. A 25 will hit for 11 damage, killing this vine as well, completing this combat.
Unfortunately, I don't think that bodes well for your temple. We should get moving.
Onwards.
First, we should patch up.
Is
As I walk
is
forward with a huge gout of blood on my head.
real quick? Is the sigil like inactive, or does it
Yes.
look like it? Okay,
It is
not that it's just
expended.
like cool. All right.
And for some patch up.
Okay. Felthek, we'll start. We'll just do you first.
I'll take whatever you were given there. I'm at
Okay.
69 of 140.
And nice.
Half to
Nice.
37. Did Artist get hit?
Twice.
Twice.
He is at 80%.
Give him dose and
Okay, so 37 is for Rylus,
37's for me.
37's for you, 16 for Artus.
Oh, hold on, let me roll that correctly.
D6, that's 5.
31 for Artist.
6, 7 rounds. And 3 more rounds. Okay, 10 rounds, yeah. And 31 for Rylus. Very nice. Okay.
Oops, everyone all right now?
Took a little damage, but nothing terrible. I'll be fine.
All right.
Let's keep moving.
I'm just glad none of us got pushed off.
Yeah, that would have been unfortunate.
It'd be extra painful.
You ever heard the one about the Tabaxi falling off of a knuckle of rock? 500 feet
No.
tall?
The fuck?
Did she land on all fours? As
No,
cats
she
do?
got impaled by a grappling hook.
Oh, that was painful.
What is...
Who dat? Who
Uh,
fell who dat?
As you round the corner, you can see a set of roughly hewn steps leads up to a natural stone platform where a small stone building covers the rear half of the area. A man lies motionless on the base of the steps, not far from the archway where you are standing now. He's wearing simple, if ritualistic looking clothing, and has what looks like a quarterstaff held tightly in his unconscious hand.
Turn to artist. One of the temple dwellers?
Wainwrath, the spiritual sage. He hurries forward towards him.
As they're inspecting him, I'm going to be on the lookout for any more enemies that might be trying to attack us.
As you just immediately look around, Sonny, you can see that the doors to the building ahead of you, up the stairs, have been forced open.
That cure wounds is for him.
Okay, with a 13, he will sit up groggily, his eyes forcing apart as the magical healing enters his body. Oh,
Been a while.
Lazarus, you're here. What? Ah, It's just Clan Combo has come again for the Daijobi Senga. You must stop them.
You see how many?
They've taken the entire temple, killed most of the clan. The Dark Shaman leads them. I don't know his name. Human servant of Shavalon.
Recover. We will handle this.
Sala's still alive. She's being held captive in the Grand Hall under the main building. He's using her to open the seal. You must go. I will be fine. Leave me. Go.
Get to safety. I am going straight in.
All right.
Follow.
You watch the old man struggle to his feet. An unseen servant beginning to be conjured to help him. As the four of you rush forward into the temple.
I'm not going to ask him because we're rushing in, but did he mention who the attackers were in that?
Clan Kamba Hall.
Kamba Hall. I'm not sure who those are.
Bastards who came here before. Expedition.
All right.
Don't spare them.
All right, you guys make your way into the dimly lit building. Beyond the entrance, smears of blood and dark scorch marks mar the patterns of brown and green inks and paints along the walls and floors. At least half a dozen bodies lay here in a chamber that was once highly decorated.
I think with a clenched fist around the scepter, he's proceeding in, but looking around for any hints of these bastards being nearby still.
Sure. If you or anyone else wants to give me a perception for further, like looking for people or signs of recent things happening.
Damn, I used up all my good rolls apparently.
No.
Before doing exactly that, taking out one of the ingredients I had made sure to get ahead of time. There we are. Using the scepter to cast this. As he will smear this strange, almost sweet-smelling substance across his eyes and allow him to see anything true to form. Illusions will not prevent me, as well as notice the secret doors hidden by magic.
All right.
Also, probably the saddest sight ever of being able to see into the ethereal plane here right now.
All right. Yeah, Artis is standing right next to you, Arthur memeing as well, just hand clenched by his side in anger.
Oh, fuck.
Fantastic. Alright, then I'll get my perception looking around.
What do your dragon eyes see? Oh, fuck.
Don't worry.
You don't. Shouldn't you have advantage on that?
Correct. I keep forgetting I have foresight.
You remember. You always remember during combat, and I always remember out of combat, so it works. 24. You look around and don't see anything, but then you look at that door opposite you, and you can hear as if as if from the future, as if the door were open, the sound of someone like bringing water from a fountain up to their hand, up in their hand to their face and drinking it. It's unnaturally loud.
Snap door.
Someone we
The
have to
one
deal with.
directly across the way to the east, or the one to the
I
south?
believe this one. I think it was.
Artist readies his bow.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk towards the door.
Rylus, as you may around the corner, you can see that there's also an archway here that leads into a third room, in addition to the 2 doors that you guys can see currently.
Okay. Good to know. I'd like to listen as I get closer to see if there's any
Sure.
sounds or anything
Yeah,
of note.
absolutely. With a 12, there is the faint sound of a fountain.
I will quietly say to the group, I can hear a fountain in there. Shall I proceed in? I open
Rylus,
the door.
as you open the doors, you can see that this large this large chamber houses flora positioned around a decorative fountain in the center. A large opening is set into the half-dome ceiling, granting a view of the sky from the inside of this room. A haze of reddish mist hangs in the air while much of the flora in here is twisted and rotting. The stench of death is strong as you see it emanates from 2 large hunched figures that appear to have open, rotting,
Ooh.
necrotized wounds. One of them is half curled in a seating position. The other is kneeling in front of the uh, fountain, drinking with a massive hand. Loud slurping sounds and the splashing sounds of the water from its large hand seem magnified, much louder than they should be. Both of them freeze, and one of them makes a sound. Does anyone speak giant?
Oh, I did.
You
I
do
don't
not
anymore.
anymore. Okay. One of them makes a sound. It sounds relatively surprised.
Ah.
You see that this one takes a step forward and gives a low roar in your guys' direction.
Doesn't sound friendly.
Does it look like anything else would be within these chambers?
You briefly glance around, you don't see anything, but there is a pile of like destroyed stuff over here. It's mostly withered plants, but you can see like broken benches that were probably once around the fountain. As you also walk up to the door, this other one will stand. You can see it's favoring one of its legs, which is much more heavily necrotized than the rest of its body. And it's also going to give a low bellow. You can see this one's holding one of the broken benches like a bat. It again says something that at this point you guys are able to recognize as definitely a language, but none of you speak giant. Unless Arctis speaks giant. No.
I don't suppose you can speak the common tongue?
They both move forward threateningly.
We attacking or closing the door? What are we doing?
Putting out this temple.
Attacking them?
Yeah,
Uh,
I guess I raised my weapons and
Oh
moved to
goodness.
engage.
Okay. they're prepared for you guys to attack, so we'll go into initiative as Velthek begins to mouth the words of magic. Initiative. Dungeon crawling.
Yes.
Shame about that not speaking giant thing anymore.
It is.
Okay. Troll, Solani, Troll, Velthek, Rylus, Artus. Alright, Solani. Velthek begins casting a spell, but you're quicker.
Alright.
Do it.
I know what trolls are about. Would Solani know about troll weaknesses, or could I make a check to know if she would know that kind of thing?
You can make a check. Uh,
History or Arcana?
History or yeah.
Okay.
An 11, yeah, trolls are like, common monsters, probably. They're pretty big. They're of the giant family. Maybe you could communicate with them in giant, is something you think. But, with an 11, you don't know much about them.
Unfortunately,
It's
it's a little
definitely
bit
trolls.
cramped. Yeah. Alright, well, it's a little bit cramped in there now. My buddies are at the front, so without risking anything too major that would hurt them, I'm instead gonna cast haste on Rylus and say, "Go get him!"
Alright.
And then I will use a bonus action to cast Blade Song on myself.
Okay. Then we'll go to Velthek. If that's you, Solani.
Yep.
Okay. Begin concentrating on the haste. We'll go to Velthek. Dawn.
Yeah, baby. It's dawn time. Yes. Get that cooking.
Boom. Done.
Thank you.
Alright. The entire room fills with a pillar of radiant energy. Con save, yes?
Yes. Radiante.
Okay. That is a 23 and a 19.
Very nice, very nice. Half damage for cooking.
13 radiant for these boys. Alrighty.
And I'll stay right there.
Okay. Artis is going. Dawn is completely like. Does it obscure? No, it's
Nope,
just bright.
it's just roasting
It's just
bitches and
sunlight.
holy.
Okay, so it's not gonna stop him from shooting. All right, he'll shoot over your head. 1, 2, 3, 13 misses. 22 hits. 15 misses. 9 piercing. Rylus.
Yes.
Dawn has
Beast it.
appeared.
Can you link haste again, just so I know what I can do with my
Yeah.
extra action, please? Besides,
Yeah,
hit?
no problem. Give me a second. There you go.
Okay, basically it's a cunning action, but with weapon attack. Okay, got it. Then I will run in, rage, and recklessly attack this fella next to me.
$29 definitely hits. I do need the Divine Fury damage as well. I didn't roll it.
Oh, because I forgot to click it.
Ooh. 7 more.
Not great, 17. And then I'll hit them again.
Excellent. 28 definitely hits.
And with that, I will
16 more.
push them 5 feet away from me.
Okay.
And then they got long ass arms. They might still be able to hit me. but I will disengage and move back out of the dawn.
Okay.
And that's me.
All right. This troll is going to yell in rage and come running down towards the two of you. Multi-attack.
Yes.
Claw, one at each. One at disadvantage, one at advantage. Wow, a 25 to hit Velthek and a natural 20 to hit Rylus.
God damn. Alright.
Hits, but not a crit, because adamantine.
All right. Claws. Velthek, you get 6 slashing 8 necrotic, 14 total. And Rylus, you get 12 slashing 6 necrotic, both of which are halved to 6 and 3, so 9 total for you. And you're good, Velthek, and he'll bite Rylus, since he has advantage to do so. An 18.
Misses, because with haste, my AC is 19.
Excellent. At the end of this thing's turn, it makes another con save. That's a 25, so it'll take 13. But also, at the end of its turn, its aura of rancid degeneration causes both you, Velthek, and you, Rylus, to take 17 more necrotic damage. Or half, in your case, Rylus, so 8 more.
For it ending next to us?
Yes, for when at the end of its turn, each creature within 5 feet of it takes necrotic damage, unless, well, yes, yeah. It's like the opposite of the regeneration that regular trolls have.
Gotcha.
Very nice. There's no getting through the fucking concentration. This guy's turn runs over. He's gonna do the fucking same thing. Claw disadvantage, claw at advantage. 13 misses. Velthek 22 is gonna hit Rylus. That's 7 slashing 4 necrotic, so 5 damage total. And a 28 to hit, but it's not a natural 20, so it's only 10 piercing and 17 necrotic. So 5 and 8 is 13. So total 18 damage from 2 attacks, Rylus. Or 5 and 13, whatever is easier to do.
Yep.
And then this one also needs to make another con save as it ends its turn. It can't get out of the room. That's a 22.
Yeah. Want me to reroll 40-10?
Oh, no, I'll take the last one. Another 13 damage to this one. And then it does 2d10 damage to each of you for being near it. You guys take 10, or 5 for Rylus. Necrotic damage. Solani, this thing is so fucking stinky. It's so stinky.
Yeah, seeing it affecting my buddies, I don't necessarily want to get closer over there. And there's not a lot of room to do AoE, so that leaves Solani in her mind of doing single target range. So she is going to cast Scorching Ray on the top guy.
Excellent.
And hope she can shoot some holes through him. It's a 27, a 27, and a
yeah.
24.
Oh my
Yep.
10,
Yep.
16, and
A cool 25 to bloody this boy.
I will take it.
All right, Velthek and Rylus, the stench pouring off of this one lessens significantly.
Thank fuck.
Whatever you did, that helped.
Is that you, Solani?
Good. Yeah, I will stay there. Good to know. I'll keep that up.
Velthek.
Sadly, I had no fire. So we are going with know what? Actually, fuck it. We'll swing at the injured troll.
They're both injured, but you mean the north one?
Yes.
The bloody one?
The bloody.
Got it. Bonk, 30. Another cool 25.
So we strike them down. That will be me as I maintain the line with our boy.
Are you still at 4 strength? Or was that a potion?
I'm still at 4 strength.
You're at 18? Okay.
Yeah. What? Why
Never
would I?
mind.
I've always been a strong cleric. What?
I thought you were 16 strength for whatever reason, not 18. Never mind. Okay. That's you.
Mm-hmm.
We go to Artus. He's going to try and finish that one. 15 misses, 8 misses, 16 will hit. 6 piercing. He's shunk. Rylus. North one is very hurt. South one is not that hurt.
I will attack the north one first.
Okay.
Or I'll do the south one since it hasn't been since its stink aura hasn't been neutralized. Let's see. So reckless, because fuck it.
29 definitely hits.
Make sure I have everything turned on.
Got me turned on. Damn, 29. 25 damage. Y'all love to do 25 damage.
It's good
Some
cooking.
good damage.
Y'all love 25 damage. It's a good number.
And then I'll hit it again.
Okay. Yep. Another 10. This one is not
And then
looking
I'll-
too hot.
Then I'll hit it again.
Okay, bonus action. 27 hits. Another 10, this is bloodied.
And then I'll hit it again.
Okay, hasted action. 27 hits. 15. Yeah, it's hurt. It's
And then I'll
half
action
bloodied.
surge.
Okay.
And I'll hit it again.
Okay. Alright, okay. 20 hits.
Just sweat
Oh,
coming off
15
his
more
brow.
damage. Okay. Alright, we're handling it. Okay. 26 hits. Okay. Okay.
Man got
Oh.
clapped.
Oh. God.
Alright, okay, we went. Alright. Okay. You know what? Not looking great. Not doing very good. It's still doing better than his buddy, but not by much.
So those are all
he
to the
is-
south one?
Yes.
Okay.
He is also still stinky.
Yeah, he is.
Is that gonna be
But
you,
I'll push him
Rylus, as
5
you
feet
dealt?
away just for shits and giggles.
For sure. Alright, as you dealt, like, 70, 80 damage or something like that. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, is that you?
Most of those rolls were real shitty, though. I mean, out of all of them, it was 2 7s and a 6. So, also near max damage on 2 of them. So I don't, whatever.
Averages out. Alright. Troll. 1 at disadvantage. 16 misses. Advantage at Rylus, a 27 and a 27.
Hits both.
Okay, 11 and 3 on the first, so 6 total. And then 7 and 14, so 10 total.
So 16 with both of them.
Yes. From the claw and bite. And then it ends its turn, and it makes a con save. That's a crit fail. And you two both take a d10.
I thought that was the north one was the non-stinky.
Oh, the north one is the non-stinky one. You're so right. Can I get damage, please, Velthek? for
Delicious.
Dawn. Excellent. What does that look like?
especially flailing and swinging. It's just hammering down on him. Distinct lines slowly fade away as it says, dry or clean.
Okay. Excellent. This one is going to take a step back and then with a running jump go over the two of your heads.
It's the door.
Stranger danger!
Through
Stranger
the
danger!
stone of the top of the archway above the door with its massive body flying out of the dawn. It's going to land amidst all of you. A claw at Velthek, 14. A claw at Rylus, 25. 13 and 8, half, 2, 6, and 4. 10 total for Rylus. And a bite at normal for Solani. 10. Misses.
I'll miss.
All right,
Carry that
then
bite.
all three of you take 11 necrotic damage, except for Rylus, who takes half. And that is going to be Dawn with that 6. Very sorry, Velthek, but that was a lot of very successful con saves in a row.
Not like it could
Solani.
fucking be of any use out here anyway.
You know what, Bucket? Take my one spur.
Nah. It's too big. I can't move it far enough for it to just trigger on the troll anymore.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
All right, we'll go to Solani.
Okay, well this changes things. I was not expecting this guy to be so close to me. I will
He's very
use. You say that.
I do.
I will start with a rapier strike. This time I'm going to remember my song of victory because I've been forgetting it every goddamn time until now. 26 to hit for
Definitely.
15 piercing.
Stabby stab. He definitely couldn't
And
take
then-
another one of those.
Ooh, do I? No, I want to do fire. I'm gonna risk stepping away from this thing, and I'll take the opportunity attack.
Okay, bite. 21.
That misses,
Nah.
and then I will firebolt it in the
No.
face. For
No.
22.
It hits. Oh god.
Minus the 5. 26
Was-
fire damage.
Oh god.
Engulf its head in fire.
It staggers and thumps to the ground. Dead.
Blah, 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 blah.
Congratulations. You killed these trolls.
I'm really curious how negotiations would have gone because I don't know if this temple has trolls in it or not. But they don't speak common, so I can't imagine they did.
Gesturing to the dead humanoids on the floor, and I will.
Yeah.
I will also reference that they also brought million creatures before. Catablipus was the last one.
Let's hope they didn't bring more of them. As she covers her mouth and nose.
It doesn't look like the red haze in there is dissipating with these things' death.
Perhaps as a conjurer, that's the focal point of this haze.
Mm.
Do we want to call it here since it's almost 11?
I was gonna ask, as once Velthek was finished with his healing antics, if you guys wanted to go for the half hour because I had a delayed start, or if you guys want to call it here. It's up
I'm
to
good
y'all.
either way.
I'm good with stopping here just because
Yep.
I have work in the morning and computer's all fucky, so.
Yeah, fair
Totally
enough.
works. Take your 40
Uh,
healing, and then we'll stop right here.
Probably definitely take the healing. You need it more than us.
Excellent.
All right.
Suddenly, it feels like I used to feel like you guys are smashing everything, and now it's like, yeah, you're killing everything, but also there are only 3 of you.
It definitely kind of feels a lot more cinematic. It feels a lot more like an action movie with just 3 people. I guess I don't know. I feel like these feel more like action scenes,
I definitely agree.
right? I don't know what it is about it, but it's like it ain't not working. No, it's a lot of fun. Thank you very much for running, Nate.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm always happy to. I've very much enjoyed this game ever since the start. I didn't think I would enjoy running the same module again, but I enjoy running this one more because of the experience of the first time.
Mhm.
I've gotten to do a lot better job. It makes me really, really enjoy this campaign. You guys are all awesome players, so it's always amazing. I hope to be playing with you guys for a long time.
Always being your best.
You are very awesome DM.
Unlike some of the Saturday people. Looking at you,
Hey.
looking at you, Rossi. Luke, I know you're watching. Oh,
Oh no.
oh fuck me.
Oh no. The shade.
Shade is coming out.
I will.
Well, I
Yeah.
won't hold you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna go and reconvene with Alex, who, as you heard, got
Alright.
home during this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy. You guys have a good night. I also unfortunately have to work tomorrow, so I should jump off as well.
Okay.
Thanks again.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good one.